Welcome back, everyone. And today we are going to continue with chapter 2, which is what is the stock market? Okay, so now what is the stock market? Now, the term stock market refers to several exchanges in which publicly held companies are bought and sold. Okay, now the in the stock market, you'll see that there is an exchange. Okay, and I'll just show you what is the function of the exchange. Let me take you to the paint terminal. Yeah. So, in the stock market, okay, we have the exchange. This is the exchange. Just like by the name, you'll understand exchange. The purpose of exchange is to exchange. Okay, what to exchange? I'll tell you here. Now, for example, this is the exchange. Okay, it's like a building or something. I know my drawing is really bad here. Okay, this is the exchange. So this person, two people, just for an example. Okay, this person wants to buy shares. This person wants to sell shares. Now, they cannot meet each other. They don't know where they stay. Nothing is possible. So, what he or she can do, they can go to the exchange, place an order. He can place a buy order, he can place a sell order, and shares will be exchanged. Shares will be taken from the person who wants to sell it to the person who wants to buy it, and vice versa for the money. Money will be going to this person. For example, the share price was at 400. Just for an example, okay, hypothetical situation. This is the purpose of the exchange. Now, this is what the stock market works on. This is how entirely stock market works on. Okay. So again, I'll repeat here. In the stock market, there is an exchange. Now, what is the purpose of the exchange? For example, there is a person who wants to buy shares and there is a person who wants to sell shares. Now, they don't know each other, they are not connected, they have nothing to do with each other. So, where will they go? So for this purpose, they have the exchange. In the exchange, this person will place a buy order and this person will place a sell order in the exchange. It can be through a demat, through anything, okay, but the orders go to the exchange only, right away. Okay, now when orders are placed, the moment order is executed on both the side, from here to here, that is called one transaction. So for that one transaction, this person's share will go to this person, this person's money will go to this person. Clear? Mm. If you have any questions, you can comment down below. So this is how exchange works. This is how the stock market works. Okay, now let's get back to the second point. Such financial activities are conducted through a formal exchange. Yes, now let us cover this point. Yes, NSE and BSE are the formal exchanges. Okay, and this is the only exchange which is there. These are the only exchanges which are there for stock, for stock exchange or for stock trading or anything. If you want to buy or sell shares, it should be through NSE or BSE. Okay, it cannot be through, even if you know that person, you cannot go and right away tell, unless there's a special requirements there, but directly or indirectly you cannot sell it to the person that you want to sell or buy it from the person directly you want to buy it from. Okay, I'll repeat here, don't get confused. These are the formal exchanges. There is no other exchange other than NSE and BSE. I'll explain you later. Both have a special criterias. Then, hmm, in these are the formal exchanges, and for us to buy or sell shares, it has to be through NSE or BSE. Okay, and then we are over-the-counter marketplaces that operate under defined set of regulations. Now let's go back. I'll just explain you what is OTC. So OTC is not for common people. Over the counter over the counter is for big transactions, big companies do it. For example, XYZ A, B, C. These are the two companies. XYZ wants to buy, for example, 50,000 shares from ABC, be it the company. Okay, it can be open market also, but here we are just talking about the OTC. There's nothing like open market here. So ABC will give 50,000 shares to XYZ, but at a very particular price. Okay, but at a very particular price has to be paid by XYZ. Why I say particular price? Because this price is between them. As I told you, no, in formal exchanges, you don't have the buyer or seller. For example, if I want to sell shares, I cannot pick up any buyer. I cannot go and search unless I have one, then only. But still, I cannot do that because I don't have any large amount of shares. For that purpose or for that reason, what happens here is that both the parties know each other, both the parties agree each other with each other's conditions, and ABC and XYZ will do their transaction and they will generate a slip. This slip will go to the exchange. This transaction slip will go to the exchange. Now see, okay, one more thing. See, exchange is here. See, exchange is here doing everything, setting up rules, regulations. Everything is set by NSE only. But the point here is that the pricing, the quantity, the liquidity, everything, the mode of payment, everything is settled between these two parties. Okay. So exchange can only set rules, but there are still some loopholes which which is brought by this over the counter marketplace. So so this is how OTC works. Okay. I'll repeat again. For example, two companies, XYZ and ABC. XYZ wants to buy shares, 50,000 shares from ABC. Now, ABC will give 50,000 shares irrespective of what the price is running on the market. Okay. Maybe it's running on the market at 500. They can have a special deal around 300, 200, whatever be the reason, whatever be the pricing. It does not matter for them. So XYZ will pay, and the pricing and the quantity is between them. It is not disclosed. Okay, it is not disclosed easily. And also this transaction slip is generated, and this slip goes to the NSE. Okay, so the rules and regulations here are again set by the NSE only. Clear? Okay. See, both stock exchange and both stock market and stock exchange are often used interchangeably. Yes, both the terms can be used. Now, again, why is the stock market? Now, why do you think the stock market is there? See, the main purpose of the stock market to be there so that companies sell stocks to raise money. Companies sell stocks to raise money for things like, growing their business or developing new products. Yes, that is the main purpose of the stock market. Okay. So why are they going to the stock market rather than going to the banks? Again, if they go to the banks, they'll have to pay a large amount of interest. Okay. Which which the companies don't want, because they want to use this money for growing their business and developing new products, or it can be for paying debt also. So for this purpose, they cannot take loans. Okay, taking a loan for paying somebody else, taking a loan for paying the debt of another loan, it's a really wrong idea. So that's why companies go to the stock market. Here, they sell a certain part of the company, a certain stake of the company in the stock market in the form of shares, okay, and raise money. Now, investors buy stocks hoping that the company will do well and the value of the stocks will go up over time. Yes, obviously. If I am buying shares of any company XYZ, I will hope that the company's price goes up. Okay, company's price, the value of the stock price goes up, and I make money. Yes, plain and simple. See, but it is also important to remember that the value of stocks can also go down. Yes, the value of the stocks can also go down. Yes, as you can see, there are many stocks like Yes Bank, Vodafone Idea, VI. Those are struggling companies, and their shares, as you can see, are very struggling. And I don't want to discuss the pricing here, but you can have a look on that. Okay. Overall, the stock market is where investors can buy and sell ownership in companies, hoping to make money as these companies grow and succeed. Yes, I'll just explain you here. For example, company wants to take their 20% stake in the open market or in the stock market. Now, what they will do, this 20% is broken into, for example, hypothetically, we are talking here, and it can be 50,000 shares, for example. Okay, this 50,000 shares, they can take it to the stock market. And in the stock market, particularly open market, understand, okay, open market. So, this is how, companies take their stock. So, stakes and stocks, there's a big difference. Always have an understanding here. Okay, let's go back. Now, what is a stock? See, a stock represents a share ownership of a company and claim on company's earnings and assets. Yes, I'll just explain you here. For example, see, one share can equal to 0.0000001% of the company. Again, hypothetical situation. One share can be, equal to 0.0001%. So if I have one share, I can also say that I am a 0.0000001% owner of the company. Yes, I will be called as an owner only. Got it? Because I own the company through shares. Got it? Okay. As such, stockholders are partial owners of the company. Yes, you are partial owners of the company. When the value of the business rises or falls, so does the value of the stock. Yes. Let's give you an example here. In a general case, in a hypothetical case, this is the company's value going up. Okay. So the stock value will also follow the company's value. Got it? It's the stock value. If the company values goes down, so as the stock value will follow the company's value. Got it? It can be something like this: stock value. This will be company value going down. Got it? So yes. Now inside a stock. Okay. Inside a stock, you as an owner are entitled to a portion of company's profits. Yes. So for example, if I'll just give you a brief example on this, I won't confuse you here. If there's a company X, Y, Z, and XYZ company made profit, for example, 5,000, and you own 10% of the company. Okay. Now they announced that they will be distributing 3,000 after, after all the requirements of the company. They'll split 3,000 among all the stakeholders or the stockholders. Okay. So what will happen? You own 10% of it, of XYZ company. So you'll get 300 rupees. Yeah. A sum of money paid regularly by by a company to its shareholders out of profit reserves. So it's the same thing. Here we are talking about dividend payments only. So again, I'll show you. XYZ company made a profit of 5,000, and they've decided that 3,000 will be distributed among the investors or the stakeholders, and you own how much? 10% of it. So that would be 300. And this money is called dividend payments. Okay. This, I don't want to confuse you. I'll just tell you in a simple terms. Okay. This is called dividend payments. Clear? Now here, shareholders make money when the stock is worth more than the value they paid for purchasing the stock. Yes. So I'll just again. Sorry, want to save it. Oh, yeah. For example, you buy a stock at 300, okay, and it started to move up and go up till 900. Clear? So how much you invested? 300. How much you're getting as a profit? 600 rupees. So yes, vice versa, if it goes down, for example, you bought it at 300 and right now it's running at 200. So you're making a net loss of 100. Now this loss, you don't have to pay it from your pocket. It's actually because you paid already 300 to purchase the stock. Okay. It will show, it will show that the invested value stands at 200. Got it? Same here. The invested value 300 stands at 900. So what is the difference? Positive 600. Here, positive, negative 100. Got it? Clear? Hmm. Yes. Stockholders have the potential for capital appreciation and voting rights. Yes. If you are a stockholder, when we say capital appreciation, yes, dividend payments and the value of stock going up are capital appreciation. When we are talking about voting rights, see, if you own certain company stocks, what happens there is that you will be, you know, you will be getting an email from the company that they are making XYZ decision. Would you like to vote or no? And you can vote yes, yes or no, or anything. I think remarks are also there. So you can do that. So you can vote. But again, uh, talking clearly, unless you don't own 0.5% or 1% or more, your vote does not make sense. It is considered to be nullified. Okay. All right. So here we are done with chapter 2. So any questions do you have? You can comment down below. Also, the same the same classes will start in Hindi also. मैं हिंदी में भी पढ़ाना start करूँगा, but this is the English version. So same thing I'll be teaching in Hindi also. Okay. So thank you everyone.